Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Happy birthday to Adriana. Like we
Happy birthday to you. It is still your birthday month.
Yeah, it is. It's my birthday too. But like we said last episode, October really is the birthday month. Like we have so many birthday shout outs to make.
We do.
And then next week it will actually be my birthday.
Her actual birth week.
But anyway. Yeah, happy birthday to Adriana. Her sweet 16. Adriana.
Shout out to the one episode. We should have looked it up. I don't remember which number. It was early.
Yeah, where she was a guest star.
Yes, Adriana was a guest star, the first guest star of the podcast, and it's called Little Legends, and it's a really good episode.
It is. Go listen to it. We should have her back on, honestly.
Yeah, Adriana. Okay, we'll get her back on.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Oh, that's really fun. Write that down.
Okay, yeah,
Parm.
Write it down.
See, that's why she needs to be in here.
Yeah.
Savannah kicked Parm out, everybody. Parm, if you don't know, is our assistant, and it's Savannah's cat. And she said, get out.
Yeah. Well, she was just, messing around. She needed to get out. But
I guess.
Anyway.
She's still writing it down for us, though. Don't worry.
She is.
No need to worry. But I saw Post Malone last night.
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually exhausted.
How was it?
It was so fun. If my voice is a little crusty and rusty, that's why. Sorry. I was screaming my lungs off. It was so fun. It felt like fall outside.
Oh my
And so it was like cold.
Yeah.
And I was so thankful for that because I was in this really big, heavy jacket and a heavy hat. And it was cold. So
yeah.
I was so excited that it was cold. And it's cold today. And it's going to be cold tomorrow when we go to the fair. Me and Savannah are going to the fair tomorrow.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Yes, we'll have a fair update for you guys next week.
The fall season. Oh, that reminds me. I feel like we're a little all over the place. It's fine. It reminds me though of the Mothman Festival. Yes. I was trying to edit the vlog yesterday. No, it'll be coming soon. I know I keep saying that, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
We are.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up again.
No, I'm excited.
Maybe go check our YouTube. Maybe it's up.
It might be up.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah. We pre-record, so we don't know when it could be up right now.
Yeah, so go check.
Definitely go check. And check our TikTok and Instagram while you're at it. And you could also leave us a review and rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that, please.
But before you start your story, I think the people all want to know.
Okay.
What is your sweet treat that you get at the fair?
Oh.
Every year.
I mean, I don't think I get the same thing every year.
Oh, weirdo.
Honestly, because I haven't been to the fair as much as you. You know what I mean?
I guess
so.
You're right, because I grew up in a city where the fair comes every year.
Yeah.
So I go to the fair every year.
We used to have a carnival.
Same thing though.
Which is a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
not as big as a fair, but it was a carnival.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it makes me think of a funnel cake.
Yeah, that's mine.
Or fried Oreos are always good too.
Yeah. I also love cotton candy. Because I'm a psychopath. Yeah. And I like candy apples, but they hurt my teeth.
I like caramel apples.
Well, I like caramel apples too.
Like the candy ones, like the red candy ones.
But I don't get them because they hurt my teeth.
Yeah.
But I do like them. But yeah, I would pick I unfortunately call them elephant ears instead of funnel cakes.
Well, they're different. They're two different ones, right? Because the elephant ears I thought didn't have all the stringy bits, and then the funnel cake is strings, but I don't know how else to explain it.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference.
It's made out of they're different.
Oh,
I thought maybe not.
I think they're not. I think they're the
poured
same.
I think the batter is poured differently.
I see.
But because the funnel cake is poured out of a funnel, out of a bottom of a funnel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then an elephant ear, I thought it was just basically a spoonful of batter. It's flat, right?
Well, no. No. Not
if
at
you
least the
think-
ones that I've gotten in my life. They were all like funnel cake, like
Well,
stringy.
then maybe they didn't name it right, because I feel like
Or
if
maybe
you
they
think about
just
elephant
like,
ear, it's just flat.
I guess, we're going to have to test this out. And we're going to have to go someplace that specifically has elephant ears, that says elephant ears. Because I have already been to the fair this year. Let me go ahead and lead with that.
I actually haven't ever heard of elephant ears until I saw it at the fair. So,
Well, I think it's just the southern way of saying funnel cake. But we're going to test that theory out at the fair. Because when I went, I did previously go with my family, but we were so busy, I didn't get any sweets. None.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
So
I really thought they were two different things. Like,
I'm going to get an
we'll
elephant ear from an actual place that says elephant ear on it. And then we're going to see if it's different. And I hope it's not just a spoonful. It better not be.
No, let me, like, you know what I mean, though.
I know
like,
what you mean, but I don't want that.
poured
You know,
differently.
like I don't.
Yeah.
I want a funnel cake, but I'm calling it an elephant ear.
saying.
That's how I think my family at least says it.
Yeah.
Like when they say elephant ear, they mean
That's what
funnel
they mean.
cake.
Yeah.
For sure.
But they make it with a funnel, so it's like it's a.
Remember when we had the elephant ear? See, I'm still calling it elephant ear. The funnel cake maker, when we lived together.
Yes.
Throwback.
Yeah, actually,
Throwback. Me and Savannah used to be roommates, and we had a funnel cake maker, and we made funnel cakes. But unfortunately, making funnel cakes is very dangerous because you're like frying it in oil, and we were frying it in oil on a college campus, and we set the apartment ablaze, and the fire department had to come.
Oh my god!
Remember, we set off the smoke alarm, and everybody had to evacuate the building.
Yeah, it was bad.
So don't get your elephant ears / funnel cakes from me and Savannah. We will burn the house down.
Yeah.
Confirmed. But anyway, if you want to get into your story.
Okay.
Savannah.
Okay. So this week I tried to, I tried to get something that was like Halloween-ish, you know?
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
Because that's coming up.
Yeah.
So this week I'm going to talk a little bit about black cats.
Oh, okay. Love that.
So like, yeah, I guess we're going to get into why black cats are associated with Halloween and why they are like associated with bad luck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it is an old superstition that crossing paths with a black cat would bring you bad luck. Have you heard of any other like black cat superstitions?
Well, no, just that like if you see one, it's bad luck. But I don't personally believe in it. And specifically because I've owned 2 black cats purposefully.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, I'm a little bit partial to the situation.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I have heard, like, if you even see a black cat, it's bad luck.
Yeah. So, this actually started a long time ago. This, like, idea that they were bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I do also want to start off by saying that this wasn't everywhere. There are a lot of cultures that see black cats as like actually good luck. Mm-hmm. So, but we're going to be talking about like Roman times and like the Pope and like all this stuff. So that part of history, in that culture.
Got you.
So going back in time to actually the 13th century, a long time ago. Mm-hmm. June 13th of 1233.
That's a crazy year.
Yeah. Pope Gregory the Ninth, he issued a document, so that's why we have the date, because it's on the document.
I see.
Stating that black cats were declared an incarnation of Satan.
It's always Satan with these people, huh?
It's always Satan, and it's always because of the church. Yeah.
Truly.
So this sort of marked the beginning of the church, like church-sanctioned witch hunts.
I knew it was going to be witches.
Yeah. Yeah, so this statement that he released was designed kind of to shut down. There was a growing group of Luciferians
Love that.
in Germany, and it spread across Europe.
What, do they worship Lucifer?
I
have to assume.
I'm just assuming too, because did I look into it? Not really.
I mean, I assume.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so it was kind of designed to shut all of that down because they're like, you know what, we need people following the Catholic Church.
Not the 1200 satanic panic.
Literally, it was.
Like what? Yeah. I knew about the one in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there've been a million of them, Taylor.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So black cats, they quickly got linked to witches in medieval Europe too. The Catholic Church, or just Christian Church in general, gained power, and witches were seen as direct competition in gaining people to join the church. So they're like, either you're a witch who has a cat, or God, you're part of the Christian Church.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. They're trying to get more people to join them. So they're like, well, we don't stand for this.
Yeah.
Because
period.
They were like Wiccans, basically.
Yeah.
So they had their own religion already, and then the Christian Church comes to take over. So they're obviously like a big threat to that. And this unfortunately led to them, the church, hunting, persecuting, torturing, and killing so-called witches.
Oh my God.
So yeah, the first witch hunts.
It makes me so angry.
Definitely related to black cats. So because witches, they honored the natural world, like Wiccans, witches, and they have a deep respect for plants and animals.
Mm-hmm.
And this made the church begin to twist the idea of like the affection between human and animal and paint it as diabolical or like devilish. So they're like, satanic. If you're close to animals, like you have pets like that, then
you love Satan.
Exactly. Yeah.
Satan lover.
Yeah. So it's just so crazy, like thinking about history in this way, because it's like, this is like the church really they just say things like this. And it's like, where do you get this from? They're just saying it because they want people to join.
They didn't have to target such a cute animal. Like, the black cats are so cute.
Yeah.
Also,
like at first it was just all cats.
Oh yeah, but they're so cute.
Yeah.
How could you just say that? That's so rude. Rude to the cat community.
I know. And see, there's another part of it. Like, cats tend to disrespect authority. They do.
You're right. You're right.
So, they keep to themselves and they're independent. They want to do. Yeah. And this is just like the women that were accused of witchcraft. Very interesting. So neither of them were tolerated. They're like, you can't act like this.
Yeah, they're not, a male in power, so they can't be independent.
Yeah, exactly.
Nor have thoughts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it started as all cats, but then at some point it became like all cats, like all black cats.
Mm-hmm.
I just twisted my own words there. But it was probably because black cats were known to be better mousers, like because they were dark and at night
mouse can't see them.
Yeah, less likely to be seen. And therefore they're more likely that a woman would have a black cat to keep out the mice. Yeah. So that's how people think that it was associated with black cats versus other colors.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Mm-hmm. And in the Middle Ages, it wasn't uncommon for cats to be killed for their association with evil. Unfortunate.
No, don't say that. That's horrible.
Yeah. And get this, it's so twisted. Some people even blamed them for spreading the plague.
Actually, I did know that. That's insane.
It's so the opposite, though, because in reality, it was rodents that would spread the plague, and then many cats killed the mice and stuff.
Yeah.
So then without the cats, the plague spread more.
More, yeah. They're always twisting it up
Yeah, seriously.
on the heroes of the story,
Like,
the black
really,
cats.
I know. So yeah, and around this time, people started to believe that witches would turn themselves into black cats to walk the streets at night.
Yep, heard that one before.
They, we already said they hated black cats because they're like associated with like the devil, and now they're actually like formations of witches.
That's crazy. Like, that's so crazy. I wish I could shapeshift into a black cat.
Yeah.
That'd be lit.
So yeah, it makes sense that it was bad luck for one to cross your path, because a cat could be like on a mission from a witch or the witch herself.
Yeah, she could cast a spell on you.
Yeah.
Or a curse.
Could be the devil in disguise.
It could be Satan himself. You never know.
Yeah.
In this little black cat.
Exactly.
Could be the devil.
So, people would actually even go to the nearest church and pay for a blessing to get rid of any curse that may have been laid by the cat after it has walked past them.
How do they go about getting rid of the curse, do you know?
So they literally would, the cat would walk, like, cross their path, right?
I thought you meant they took the cat to church.
No. The cat crossed their path and they freak out. They're like, oh my God, I'm cursed. So then they run to the church and see the priest, and they're like, here, take my money. I have a curse, like a cat gave me a curse. And they're like, okay. And they like pray and it's gone, supposedly.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
And of course, this was, income for the church. So it was kind of encouraged.
Of course.
They're like, keep going, keep it coming.
Yeah. Go get your curses.
They're like,
we'll
if
fix
a cat crosses your path, literally come to us. Yeah. Please come to us.
You have to come see us. We'll save your soul.
It's just so crazy how the church like gets mixed up in so much. Like,
yeah, it is crazy. it really is.
Just the root.
Like, how did they really, now people really believe that black cats are evil. Like, even today,
well, yeah.
I mean, it's definitely turning. Things are turning for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I know plenty of people who still think black cats are scary. Yeah, like older people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of people, like, I don't know. It's just, it's definitely associated with like Halloween and witches.
Oh yeah.
Still,
definitely.
Which is crazy. But I feel like less scary because people are less likely to believe in like witches and stuff anymore. And curses. So yeah, it also, it made its way over to America back, when there were witch hunts here. So there were black cats have been associated with those witches as well. And today, this superstition that black cats are evil is actually not as widely accepted. Most people are not afraid of black cats, but like you said, there are still some. Yeah, like people, like extremists. And actually the ASPCA has said that black cats are adopted more than other cats.
I was just going to say, I remember like in high school and maybe middle school where there was like a lot of black cats being like put down because nobody was adopting them, like from the shelters. And now I know, before you even said that ASPCA quote, I was like, I know that more people adopt black cats now because of that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And actually some shelters, they limit the adoptions of black cats around Halloween because they are scared that they're gonna either be like tortured because of all of this superstition and stuff, or because they're just gonna be used as Halloween decorations and then be abandoned. Yeah. Which is honestly, I think, more likely.
Definitely. Most definitely.
And many cultures actually believe that black cats are good luck. They can be a representation of prosperity, like in Japan they are. Yeah. So cats, cats are our friends, okay?
First of all, our assistant Parm is a cat. So immediate, we obviously do not hate the cats. Also, my son Poe is a black cat.
Yes.
And he is nothing but an angel. I'm not even kidding. He's the sweetest cat in this entire world. And he's the complete opposite of Satan. I can assure you that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have, they say like there's no true black cat. Like there's always a white spot on him somewhere. I don't know where Pee Pee Popo's is. I don't.
On his tongue.
Maybe. His heart.
His heart.
I don't know. He's a little sweetie pie. But yeah, no, we love all cats around here.
Yeah.
We support the cats. Meow.
Yeah.
Meow,
It's crazy
meow,
how,
meow,
yeah.
meow.
Oh my gosh. Just black cats just are so deeply associated with witches, and I love it.
Me too. Me too, because I feel like a witch now that I, you know, my son.
And, okay, other fun fact, cats are, you know, I did mention about cats being associated with witches because they, you know, hold a deep affection for nature and, like, animals. But also, there's another connection where women would be the ones who make the beer back in the day. And beer was, like, it was, like, more of, like, the drink back then because water wasn't as readily available, so people would just drink beer. So anyway, the women would be the ones drinking the beer, making the beer, usually in a big cauldron. Think about that. And there would be cats around to keep mice away.
Interesting.
So
interesting picture you just painted there,
interesting
Savannah.
Picture, right?
So sounds like a witch to me, if I've ever heard of one.
You know, some sort of spell going on in there. And it is a potion, if you think about it.
I mean, you know, they do call alcohol spirits.
Yeah.
So 1 + 1 = 2.
Exactly.
If you know what I'm saying. That's just the ghost spirit math. The devil spirit ratio. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a black cat. Yeah. Always and forever.
You know, actually, now that I think about it too, it's just so, we just love that something that's associated with women has to be evil.
I know. It's completely evil. Can't be good.
Yeah.
Also, we can't forget to shout out Sabrina and her black cat Salem.
Yes. Oh my God. Fave.
Iconic duo. Both times.
Yeah.
The OG and the new.
Oh, definitely.
Love them. Well, there's no way. There is just no simple way to transition into from yours to mine. Okay. I guess.
Let's do it.
I have for you today the mystery of the Emmitt House. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, okay, this week my story takes us to Waverly, Ohio. And, okay, I did say it was a mystery, but it's also a haunted location. Okay. So we got a little 2 for 1, buy one, get one BOGO deal right now.
Okay.
So I don't really have much set up, so let's just get right on into the story, shall we? The Emmitt House was built originally as a hotel, and it was just called the Emmitt House. So it's not actually a house, it is a hotel. Let me just make that clear. It's just a hotel called the Emmitt House.
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay. So it was originally built as a hotel in 1861 by the very prominent entrepreneur James Emmitt. Hence, Emmitt House.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's a last name Emmitt, not a first name Emmitt.
Last name Emmitt, yeah. When I first saw the story, I thought it was first name Emmitt, and I was like, imagine me calling something the Taylor House, and it's actually a hotel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand calling it a house, but maybe he wanted it to feel like home.
Yeah.
Who's to say? But anyway, this man, he built the hotel in anticipation of his greatest political achievement, okay? And so his greatest political achievement was apparently the transfer of his county seat from Piketon to Waverly, Ohio.
Okay.
So I guess Waverly was like the bigger town. So obviously we're not from Ohio, right? So we don't really know what that means.
Right.
Basically, Waverly is located along the route of the Ohio Erie Canal. So, and that had just been created at the time that he built the hotel, this canal. And so he knew that there would be tons of people traveling the canal, like with goods and stuff. So he wanted to build the hotel there and be like, have a seat there because more people would be going through instead of like the small town of Piketon. So not only good for him to be on that county seat, but also to have his hotel there. So, you know, he was a true businessman. And he did what he did. So, yeah, unfortunately, though, not the next bullet. He did, in fact, die in 1893, just naturally. But since then, the property has changed hands several times. And over the course of all those years, a lot of things have changed on the property, but it stayed a hotel the whole time.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to fast forward a lot. So he did die in 1893, okay?
Okay.
We're going to fast forward all the way from 1893 to July of 2012.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So just think about all that time.
So.
And what could have happened there. Because the thing is that there's no lore about it online, really, of what it was in between the times of 1893 when he died and he didn't have it anymore up until 2012.
That's a long time. Like,
it's a
somebody's
long time.
got to have a story, right?
Somebody's got to, but I could not find anything that was at least reliable.
Someone just has it in their head and they didn't.
And they didn't share. Guys, share. And yeah, and there is also a reason why I don't have more information on this, but we'll get to that. So, in July of 2012, there was a group of paranormal investigators on the property doing a little investigating as they do. So you can imagine, even though I couldn't really find out, like, why originally all these paranormal investigators were going there, people just said it was haunted and they went. So I think that there were local investigators.
Okay.
But I'm not for sure about that. But anyways, they were there doing an investigation, you know, just like we do. And obviously they had been told their ghost stories and people wanted to investigate. So they're in there doing their thing. And it actually leads them, like their investigation and the things that they catch and are being told on their investigation, lead them to the basement of this building where
Creepy.
this group finds bones. So obviously they had to call the police immediately, stop the investigation. No more paranormal things.
Did they dig anything up?
No.
What?
No, it just led them somewhere.
How did nobody ever find that before? They're just sitting out in the open.
Don't know. I mean, I guess it's possible that they could have dug, but it didn't say that they did.
Yeah.
They just found them. So I'm sure they had to do some removing because somebody would have found them at some point.
Yeah.
Well, so obviously stop the investigation, call the police, and it resulted in this huge police investigation. They were small bones, but it couldn't be determined on site if it was an animal or a small human being. It was eventually confirmed to be human. So,
oh my god.
That actually confirms a little bit of the ghost activity that we were being reported.
They were probably like leading them there so then they could be found, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have to guess, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. And so after that, obviously there were tons of stories about this and that even more paranormal people went to this hotel house.
I mean,
the Emmitt House.
That's a crazy story.
Yes. So some of the things that people see, the most common is physical apparitions. Like they see straight up people at this Emmitt House. Specifically, there's this woman who is seen wearing early 1900s type clothing, and she's often seen in the restroom as well as the dining areas on the first floor, and she's often seen like with her arms crossed and like, what are you doing here vibe. Like,
okay,
get out of my room.
Get out.
She's like not a bad vibe, but like she's not happy that you're there. She's like, get out of my way.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's her. And apparently, in room 29 also has a little spirit connected to it. People would claim to be touched in the room, but by no one that was visible in the room.
Oh.
So that's not good. The attic and the basement were the worst, according to legend. Many apparitions seen in both. And I, again, am not talking about shadow people. I'm talking about these people look like real people until they disappear or walk through a wall.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, yeah, there are multiple reports of multiple different ghosts, both in the attic and the basement. Multiple different people, multiple different times. So, crazy. And then, of course, some have said that they have seen and spoken to Mr. Emmitt himself on the property. And one paranormal group asked him why he was still there when they thought that they were talking to him. And he allegedly responded with, "This is where I'm comfortable." And I'm like, okay, period, Mr. Emmitt.
Yeah, I feel that.
I mean, you know, I'm sure he was comfy
It's
in
his home.
his little hotel. That's his house. That's the Emmitt House. Yeah. So I thought that was cute. So anyway, after the police finished their investigation on the bones, they could not, unfortunately, determine who they belonged to.
I thought we were gonna get like a little bit of a,
No. No, they
solve
were
that mystery,
They were that decomposed that it was just bone. Like there was nothing really found as to who it could be. So,
Dang.
And it's also really no telling how long they were down there because
They can't age them?
they can, but like they were like, I mean, we don't know who it is. They didn't really go further. Yeah.
Okay.
So, unfortunate for sure. Rest in peace to whoever that was, for real.
Yeah, really. Like, was it? So you said they were small. Like, do you think it was a child? Like,
I guess. Or somebody just small.
Like, it makes me think that somebody was just locked in the basement and got stuck in there and died.
I know.
Oh my God.
Well, there's even more to the creep factor of the basement.
Okay.
Not only is the basement a basement, but it's also a tunnel system.
Oh my God. What?
So who is even to say what has happened in that tunnel system? And literally, I know you haven't seen the movie, but I have to mention that it's giving barbarian. And if you know, you know. And if you haven't seen it, then you don't know. But
oh my God.
if you have, then you know.
Okay.
So that just ups the creep factor even more.
It does.
Anything.
Oh my God.
And like it just leads throughout the city. The tunnels.
No.
So like again, anytime I mention tunnels, I don't like the fact like not only would I want a tunnel entrance, like I wouldn't want to go into the tunnels, but I don't want anything from the tunnels coming up into my home. No. That is so scary.
And where did you say this was again?
Ohio.
Okay.
Yes. So now that I've told you the haunted part of this story, let's get to the mystery part.
Okay, I thought that was a mystery.
Well, that is a mystery. That's a mystery too.
There's a bigger mystery.
There's a bigger mystery. Okay. There is a bigger yeah, that's not I didn't mean to skip over the bones like that. And like do less research on the bones, but there is a bigger mystery.
Okay.
Okay. So we were in 2012. Now the date is January 6th, 2014. So in the back, we were juniors in high school.
Oh my gosh.
Just throwing that out there. And on this day in Waverly, Ohio, it was absolutely freezing outside, which is ironic. I don't mean to laugh. Wait, that's horrible. I did not mean to laugh. I'm taking the laugh back. I'm immediately retracting the laugh.
Okay.
But it is ironic that it was freezing because this is the night that the Emmitt House caught on fire and tragically burned to the ground. So it no longer sits there today.
My God. Oh, wait, what?
We cannot
It's
go.
not there?
No. It's no longer a thing.
That was a plot twist. I didn't really
I know.
see coming.
I was trying to not give it away by using language in the past tense. So I explained everything in the present tense as if it was still there.
My God.
It's not
you
there.
You really have me.
I know.
Because what?
I know.
What?
It's not there.
It burned to the ground and it's not there.
It burned to the ground and it's not there. And so, theoretically, we could go to where it was.
Oh my God.
I guess. But it is the Emmitt House is no more. So obviously, once the firefighters get the fire out, the fire marshal goes in and does his investigation into what started the fire of the house. Guess how long it took him to do his investigation? A year. An entire year. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, like, I don't know, a few hours.
No, a year.
Did he find anything?
After the year was up, he declared that he was going to stop working on the case because there was no other evidence that he could go off of, but that this was going to remain an open case because there was no answer as to what could have started the fire.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it is actually crazy that we didn't hear about this. I mean, I know neither of us live in Ohio, but this story was actually the number 2, like, most talked about and read story in Ohio in 2014. So I feel like we should have maybe heard about it a little bit, but I guess,
like, yeah,
you know, today we would see it on TikTok for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, maybe back then it's like a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they were still maybe fine, but
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but a ton of people obviously knew about the place and they wanted the answers as to why it burned down. And unfortunately, to this day, I did say it was a mystery. We have no answers.
Oh my God, this story is so frustrating. Like, what do you mean?
I know.
You said they found bones and then it burned to the ground, and we have no idea what either one is.
Mm-hmm. So this 153-year-old building is just gone in 2014. And it was 2014. So people did actually take videos of the fire happening while it was going down, and the fire marshal asked for them all to be sent to him a copy so that he could go over the evidence to use those in his investigation. And he watched frame by frame hundreds of videos of the fire to try to see, like, if he could pinpoint where it could have started from. And the videos weren't useful either. Could not. So we do not know to this day how or why the Emmitt House burned down. People do speculate that maybe, just maybe, it was the ghost doing and not just the humans. Personally, I kind of think that it's possible, at least the Taylor theory would be that somebody might have wanted to free the spirits of the home and thought that fire was a way to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. I don't know. But that's just my theory. I mean, other people believe that too.
I could see that,
though.
Maybe.
But if you do want an answer, I'll tell you. So obviously, the owners of the Emmitt House in 2014 had to call their insurance company and be like, hi, our building burned to the ground. And so the insurance, if you know anything about me and insurance, is I hate insurance, okay?
Yes.
But the insurance obviously had to find an answer. Even though nobody else could find an answer. The police, no. Fire chief, no. Anybody else, no.
So
government, no. But the insurance, they can find an answer always.
They're going to put their own answer.
Yeah. They have to create an answer because there just can't be no answer with insurance. So the insurance company declared that the fire was an accident and that it was caused by an overworked gas furnace on the second floor, and that because it was so cold outside that night that it was overworked trying to keep the place heated. And while that very well could be the case, don't you think that fire marshal would have been able to determine that if that was true within his year of investigating that?
Yeah.
So, sorry, unfortunately, insurance company, I don't believe you.
Yeah, and I think if the insurance went out and said that, then he would have known that was their, idea.
Exactly.
And he could have agreed with it or not.
And it's still open case to this day.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Because the case is still open today. And we do not know what happened, which I do hate, obviously, And I am so sad that it's gone and that we cannot go and investigate there because I would have loved, like, a ghost that is going to lead you to the bones. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's almost undeniable proof.
Yeah.
That
oh my God.
Of, like, ghosts in that building. And we'll just never know because we can't go there. But that is indeed the mystery of the Emmitt House.
Oh my gosh.
The Emmitt House Hotel.
That one.
I got you.
It's so frustrating.
imagine me. You know me and a mystery don't really get along. I know we have this show. It's called Mysteries.
Did you know it was a mystery when you started?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. But, I mean, I wanted to see if I could figure it out. That's the thing with me. I hate mysteries, but I want to see if I can solve them. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I can solve this one.
You're not solving it.
I'm not solving it. Mm-hmm. It's tragic, and I wish I could. But, yeah. But anyways, go rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And check out our YouTube and our TikTok and our Instagram for pictures this week.
Yeah.
And our stories.
I don't know. I just really wish I knew.
I'll have to show you pictures of the Emmitt House, like right now, after this. And so you can see what it looked like before.
Yes. I need to see.
Yeah. It was old fashioned, but like bougie still.
Right.
You know, I mean, it was from the 1800s.
Yeah.
But bougie still.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I hate that I just feel so cliffhangered right now.
Right.
To my own self. I wrote the story.
I feel so cliffhangered, but I'm like, what else more is there?
There's nothing more. I have no answers. It's so sad. I'm sorry. But you guys chose to listen to a show called Mysteries, Myths and Legends. Yeah. And sometimes they have mysteries where we don't have the answers. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but anyways, that's all I have for you guys this week. What about you, Savannah?
I mean, I guess that's all I have. Like, I don't have anything.
I guess that's all I can give. Okay, well, I guess we will see you guys next week.
All right, cue the music.